Hello everyone, this is Fahim from Awesome Tech Gaming Pro. Today I'm going to talk about the two TV, Sony A90K and the Samsung S95B. You see the two TV, the left side is Sony A90K and the right side is Samsung S95B. This comparison video, if you could do me a favor by hitting that like button and that subscribe button, I will greatly appreciate it. The reason why I am doing this is because I notice in each video people may have their bias right from the get-go once I put the labels on there. So I want to go ahead and switch it up and change it up just to make this more and more of an interesting video, just to give people an idea of the TV comparison. Now granted, I'll say you will not get a true comparison because of YouTube compression, and then also you won't get a true depiction because of my camera. So I just want to go ahead and just talk about both TVs, talk about the strengths, I could say, by looking at the comparison of both of them look amazingly well. They look astounding, and I understand that other people may have bias between Sony versus Samsung when it comes to color accuracy, also when it comes to processing detail. You know, all that sorts, but looking at both of these comparison, I will say from just looking at it on video, they look very similar when it comes to detail and when it comes to depth. So that's one thing that I'm noticing between both TVs, and so this is something just to be aware of as well. Now when it comes to color wise, that's something what you would have to decide as a viewer to see which one is better. But right off the bat, while I'm looking at the detail between both TVs, they are very close, and I will say this is Sony is known for their processing when it comes to depth and detail. But looking at Samsung on the other hand too, you do have to have some type of appreciation of Samsung coming this close against Sony. Now don't get me wrong, Sony processing is still the best, and when it comes to color accuracy, I will also say Sony is the best as well too. But after I reveal which TVs, which you do have to understand that Samsung did a decent job when it comes to the color area. So that's one thing I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's the best looking at it comparing to one another. I will say that Samsung did a good job, especially when it comes to that wow factor and that pop. But that's just my opinion. I mean, that's just something that I feel when I'm looking at both TVs, and Sony once again, when it comes to their detail and processing, it's the best. But when it comes to Samsung coming out with the LIKE against a WRGB panel, this is something that people cannot deny. That QT OLED is taking it to another level when it comes to technology. Now with WRGB panel, it comes to a point that is at maturity. I really don't see it getting better. But looking at the QD OLED, especially when it comes to brightness and when it comes to color, is something that you have to think about when it comes to watching these comparisons. Now it might not be Samsung. Sony is coming out with A95K, and maybe I see other manufacturing adopting QD OLED panels. So who's to say on this? But going back to the comparison and doing this, going just doing a side by side, when I was playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, both of them were in game mode. When it comes to movies wise, looking at Thor Ragnarok, it is so bright on the Sony A90K, and then the other one for the Samsung S95B, I was playing filmmaker mode, so base settings, no type of switching whatsoever when it comes to the picture settings on there. So I just want to make sure that I am transparent. Well, everyone, now when it comes to calibration, I said this before, I'm not a professional calibrator, but if it's calibrated, then this would be a little bit of a different picture comparison. However, just looking at both screens, even though it's not showing a true depiction on both sets, this is something they just need to think about when it comes to technology. When it comes to new technology, at that this is just the first year, who's to say in the next year or even 2 or 3 years how much better is gonna get for QD OLED and with WRGB. Despite using LG's OLED panels, Sony manages to eke out slightly better picture quality than LG's OLEDs. I prefer the A90K, especially for things like skin color over the LG C2. Images looked more natural and nuanced on the A90K. I doubt I can tell the slight difference, otherwise that's a problem for Sony, since the A90K is much more expensive than the other brand like LG C2. And that's before you consider the 4 HDMI 2.1 ports on the C2 compared to 2 on the A90K. Gamers can have an Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5 and Dolby Atmos soundbar connecting to this A90K. The A90K's picture quality is so nice. If you tell me A90K or S95B, I will choose Sony A90K. Yes, S95B is pops out, but I like Sony's color accuracy and overall. Actually, brightness is not all. The over brightness and poppiness is not all. The accuracy, color accuracy, and some other factors like gray uniformity matters. So I like A90K. I have those incremental advancements when it comes to LG panels. So I don't see it getting leaps and bounds better than what I currently have right now. So that's just my opinion. Well, I am getting closer towards the end this video. So let me go ahead and let me everyone know which TV is actually side by side. Samsung S95B on the right side and on the left side Sony A90K. Now if you are able to guess the Samsung S95B and the Sony A90K, if you could do me a favor by leaving a comment. If you guessed correctly, I am just curious to know if anyone got this answer correct. And then also too, do you like this type of comparison that I did so far? Just wanted to know, say, let me know what you guys think. So that's it from now. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications update. Thanks for watching.
To change your